Hi, my name is George Eddie Crouch, and I'd like to talk a little bit about Stanley Williams and the Fatherhood Support Network. Fatherhood Support Network has been extremely helpful in helping me get my children back. And I'll tell you briefly about my story. About 6.5 months ago, in October the 9th, 2015, my wife of approximately 10 years decided that she didn't want to be in a relationship anymore and take my children and go back to our home country of Trinidad and Tobago. She did this unknowingly, unbeknownst to me, while I was at work. And she said that she was actually going to spend the weekend with her cousins in the area. So while I was at work, she sent me a text message stating that she was in Trinidad and that she wasn't coming back. So as you can imagine, after being home with my children and raising them and being a father who extremely active in their lives, taking them to school, picking them up, coaching their little league teams, just really having a great relationship with my two sons, to have this happen was extremely devastating. So since then, I contacted several people when the incident first happened, try to figure out what to do, and to see about the return of my children. And I contacted lawyers, government agencies, you name it, my congressperson, anyone who could listen. So I contacted my sister-in-law, Lazon Smith, and Lazon introduced me to Stanley Williams and his organization, the Fatherhood Support Network. And after meeting Stanley was extremely encouraging and positive and very knowledgeable about knowing exactly what direction to go in and who to speak with. Stanley put me on to a wonderful paralegal who was extremely helpful in getting me the affidavit and letterheads and things that I need to have the exact documents to apply for custody of my children. Stanley has been extremely supportive. He's been a person where I can contact pretty much any time of the day or night, about anything, about anything that's happening with my case, about some of the feelings that I'm going through, about not being able to be around my children, about some of the after effects of their mindset of how they may feel about what's going on, and even sharing personal experiences about what's happening with him and his family. The Fatherhood Support Network is a great tool for fathers who have gone through situations like mine, where they've been the left behind parent. I've talked to several of my friends who've endured something similar to this, where their wives have taken their children to different states. And my situation is similar because my wife took my kids out the country, and she went to that extreme. But because of the Fatherhood Support Network, I haven't lost my mind. I mean, I haven't gone out and just become irrational and gone to that country and done something where that I could be in jail or even worse. So I'm in the process still of bringing my children back. We're in court there in Trinidad because of something called the Hague Treaty, which is a government treaty that was set in place for this exact issue of international kidnapping from another parent. So those court hearings are happening as we speak, and I'm looking forward to a good outcome and to hopefully my children being returned soon. So, but In the meantime, the Fatherhood Support Network has been a great asset to my psyche and me being able to have understanding throughout this process. So I'd like to thank Stanley Williams, and I'd like to thank his organization for being very helpful in doing that. Thank you.